Hey, it's Rhianna. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be another weekly trying to conceive update, and I know I had a lot of questions and stuff in my comments asking about what was going on because I missed a week, and so I'm gonna do this real quick so I can get something uploaded for y'all and ready for y'all for tomorrow. And yeah, so as I was saying, I did miss last week's update because I was in the process of moving and closing on our first house and all that. Most of y'all watch my vlog, so you are aware. If you aren't, subscribe to my channel. You'll get all of my videos. Okay, on the last update, I was telling y'all about how my OvuSense, which is the device that I use for temping, it showed a temp spike and it marked it as ovulation. And I really felt like it was probably actually more related to the spider bite that I had, but I decided that I wasn't gonna let myself be too stressed out about it or too worked up about it, and I was just gonna take it for what it was. So I stopped temping after it said that I had ovulated, and I waited 18 days past ovulation, and during that time frame I never really had a period. If you remember, I did talk about how I was having a little bit of spotting, but nothing that I would consider like a full period, nothing where I needed anything more than maybe like a panty liner. So I don't think I actually ovulated last cycle, and I don't think I actually had a cycle. So technically I would still probably be in my third cycle, but because the OvuSense already detected an ovulation, it would not detect another ovulation within the same cycle in the app. So I waited the 18 days, I took 3 pregnancy tests over the course of those 18 days. They all came back negative. On the 18th day, I took the last one and it was negative. So by then, if I would have ovulated on that date and I was pregnant, by then I should have received a positive pregnancy test. So on the 19th day, I started a new cycle with my OvuSense app. And we're just continuing to temp from there. I'm trying very hard to keep this very relaxed and not to get too stressed out about like trying to conceive, because it can be really, really stressful and it can take away like the fun in trying to get pregnant. And so I don't want that. Jonathan and I, obviously buying a house is very stressful, and we didn't need really to add to more stress for either one of us for that. Plus Jonathan's job is pretty stressful, and so he just doesn't need any more stress. Like, I didn't want to put any more stress or pressure on him. And I'm just trying to have faith that everything will work out. Of course, we take our supplements and everything, and I am temping, and we do try to, you know, baby dance on a regular basis, just because you never know what could happen. But I just try not to be like too consumed with like the timing and the numbers and everything like that. I really want to have faith that I will get pregnant. Jonathan and I will, you know, conceive naturally, you know, in God's timing. So I'm really trying hard to like, you know, woo-saw through this process. I am really hoping that the myo and the 2 supplements that I take, which I've gone into more detail in my other trying to conceive videos, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can click up in the eye and go check them out. I do really hope that they start to work better for me and give me a cycle soon, like a regular cycle on my own type situation. I started taking them about 2 months ago. They say it can take a couple months for it to actually regulate your cycle. I take them because I have PCOS, and it helps regulate your cycle if you have PCOS. So I was talking to someone on Reddit about it, and you know, they were saying, you know, you really need to give your body a couple months worth, like about 3 months or so, before you can say if a supplement is working for you or not. And so I agree. I am going to try to take it for the full 3 months and see if it ends up helping me or not. So since I've restarted temping, I am interested to see if my temperatures are more stable. The last cycle, they were really like all over the place. I mean, it'd be like high, low, high, low, high, low. It was just crazy. But the cycle before I was taking the supplements, when it was just like all natural, it was more like a steady line. It may be a little bit up, a little bit down, but nothing extreme. But I noticed that since I started taking the supplements, my temps were all over the place. In the same conversation that I was having online, they explained that because the supplements are trying to actually regulate my cycle, it is normal to see like the temps spiking all over the place. So I've been temping for 3 days now, and so for the past 3 days, my temps have actually been relatively like linear, like they're just, you know, 97.4, 97.2, like that. All right, well, that's everything. Like I said, just a quick weekly update for you on what's going on with our trying to conceive journey. If you're interested in following along, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, the notification bell, all that kind of stuff. Y'all know how it works. You're on YouTube, you get it. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.
I see your knees right now.
Violet! 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 Hi! Hi! Hi. By the way, we're at Gringo's celebrating Casey's birthday party, and then originally I was coming